This island is known as the home of demons because it imprisons ruthless criminals. When the apocalypse struck, everyone on Devil's Island was transformed into zombies, inheriting their former human brutality. Duan Fei, however, saw it as the perfect training ground for leveling up. Just as he was about to set sail with his sisters, he unexpectedly encountered a new companion. The girl's father, a former warning officer on the island, had never returned after the apocalypse. Her grandmother was feigning dementia. She didn't want her granddaughter to venture onto the island alone to find her father, but after seeing Duan Fei and his group, she realized that waiting for one person to come home or waiting for two is still waiting. But the difference between waiting alone and waiting with someone is significant. So, Afong, have the courage to go with them. Grandma will be waiting for you at home. In Duan Fei's past life memories, Devil's Island was struck by a primal species, undoubtedly the final boss there. However, these zombie-like murderers will become the best training ground for our own advancement. With Afong leading the way, the journey was much more enjoyable. However, as soon as Anya landed on the island, she felt an extremely heavy sense of suffocation. Devil's Island is divided into 5 circular prisons, with the criminals becoming increasingly ruthless towards the center. Duan Fei and his group were currently on the outermost perimeter when a training ball suddenly hurtled towards them, which they all dodged. The zombie criminals and the government looked at Duan Fei and his intruders with disdain. To Duan Fei's surprise, even the outermost prison was filled with zombies. This is already episode number missing. For people and 2 animals, this will cost extra. Afong found information on criminal number 71 in his notebook. He was a world-renowned assassination expert in his previous life. Then Deng Fei teleported behind Brother Jiaqian, who suddenly looked up and laughed. Then I'll kill you first. It seems coming to Devil's Island power attack. The zombie, annoyed, muttered, "Looks like the employer needs more money." His single attack with the training ball, relying on his superhuman strength, shattered Xing Yu's rapid onslaught of skills, putting him under pressure. But then, time suddenly cracked, and the training ball struck Xianyu. At that moment, Xiao Bugu unleashed her power. But fortunately, Anya's timely command, Absolute Storm, blocked the fatal blow. Then, Jia Qiango, dragging the training ball, charged towards Xianyu, but Xianyu shielded Anya with her body as a large hand pressed down on the training ball. The whole world seemed to fall silent. I wish you would step back first. For your first trial, pause your previous profession to allow them to gain rich combat experience. Your judgment of the battlefield is still lacking. Making the sisters realize their weaknesses is the purpose of this trip. Then, with a loud boom, dust billowed from Duan Fei's location. However, the training ball was hit by a psychic force which Jia Qiangu actually blocked, and even controlled the psychic force through his strange abilities. Then she began to swing the training ball, constantly charging up power. Duan Fei immediately activated Yin Cha. Sure enough, the zombies here were all very strong, and this was only the outermost prison. South Africa couldn't imagine how difficult the road ahead would be. Qiangu also fiercely swung his fist, raising dust high. New Moon, watching from the sidelines, was filled with fear. This was a battle I couldn't intervene in. Duan Fei dropped the training ball. The system notification said, "Killed a zombie. Gained 600 evolution points. Review the battle just now." As we delved deeper into the 8 stars, Xinyue earnestly asked her brother, "Brother, please teach me combat techniques." Anya echoed Xinyue's sentiments. Anya also wants to become stronger. Duan Fei choked back a sob, while Xinyue clenched her fists. "I don't want to always be protected by my brother. I don't want him to risk his life for me. I want to catch up with him too." Duan Fei gently stroked Xinyue's hair. "And Anya, seeing your efforts makes me happy. Remember what I'm about to say. The first rule of survival in the apocalypse is to understand the strengths and weaknesses of your abilities. Xinyue has ranged abilities, but her weakness is poor melee combat. Don't blindly rely on your abilities. Instead, use them to overcome your weaknesses. Next is Anya. Your ability is special. Most of your attacks are accomplished by manipulating objects. Currently, you only have little Cuckoo as a contracted object, so you need to teach him more combat techniques. This is just what you need to know before battle. It's okay if you don't understand everything yet. Afterwards, you can gradually experience the results through actual combat. The sisters were overjoyed. So this is how you improve your combat power. Anya thought eating potato chips would make her stronger. We were already eager to move on to the next victim, but Afong felt a pang of guilt. I'm just an ordinary person. I'm afraid I'll hold you back. Duan Fei, however, felt Afong played a crucial role. Your habit of keeping records is extremely important for the battles to come. We're a team now, so remember your purpose for this trip. But those few words immediately ignited Afong's confidence. Let's keep going. Looking at Xinyue's focused expression, Duan Fei reminded her to be vigilant and not get lost in her own thoughts. Striving to improve is good, but in this dangerous place, personal safety is paramount. Afong, how much do you know about the terrain of Devil's Island? It turned out Afong and her father had been here several times. We need to circle the outermost area. Only then can we reach the dock where the path to the prison center lies. Combining this with Alfonso's words, Duan Fei decided that we should explore as much of the area as possible. Firstly, this would help us level up and improve our combat experience, and secondly, it would allow us to find more clues about Afong's father. However, at that moment, a zombie's muttering came from ahead. Why can't 3 centimeters be 1 centimeter, or even 2.5 centimeters, but still not perfect? Duan Fei's killing intent surged instantly, and everyone went on high alert. Release.